So, hello everyone, with my review of Karakuri Circus episode 17, the meetings of destinies, of fates, or whatever, right? We have Angelina meeting Francine, and Francine is the deal when Eleanor is given, which is born. It's a crazy anime, yeah. Everything is all come together with someone. Angelina, of course, is related to Francine because Francine is apparently, not Francine, and the real Francine, is apparently the aunt of Lucile. So it's her great aunt, that's what they're similar, even though Lucille isn't similar to Francine, but whatever, so it all comes together, and she just happened, again, most people say in the manga it was pretty better, I guess, but she's back in her hometown. It was never mentioned in the anime ever, it was in her hometown, but whatever, I guess that's how it is, and so on, right? So, yeah, so now she's there, it leaves so many questions, but I think it's a good episode, it definitely explains part of the storyline. And one thing I'll say right away is that I was saying that a few weeks ago, well, what was it? Last week and 2 weeks ago and so on, generally for a while, that why didn't it more mastery part in between the weird jumping through the desert and so on? I still think that was bad, but this part at least of the flashback again explained that Francine, the automata, isn't at the desert, isn't at the clowns, right? Isn't that the circus? So, I guess this could have been shown before Narumi beat the fake Francine, because then, that would be like, that would ruin it. But I would still say that at the beginning of Master's story, discovered he might be his father and so on, right? Sadayoshi, so on, that's the beginning of that. And then, before that would start, could have been back to Narumi. So still, like I said 2 weeks ago or last week also as well, it's a little Masaru, a little Narumi, a little, Narumi, a little Masaru, and then just the Narumi, midnight fight, and then back to this thing. But we also realize this is her. I think this would be better, honestly. At least in the anime, okay? In the manga, where it's like way better paced, it probably was better, right? But in the anime, where it's like, waterfall, desert, Japan, yeah, like that was weird. Anyway, I think this backstory here now is really good. And even though it's kind of like, Francine goes to Japan and finds them somehow, it's always like everything really comes together on time. Anyway, that's a bit, it's a bit extreme how the world, it feels like, it's like everyone lives together in the same village on that. Because they say it's Japan and it's France and so, but they all keep being in the same place all the time. Kinda, when it's very suitable. Like for Eleanor's birth. That being said, how old is Eleanor then? Because it's taking place in the 19th century, right? So she's way older than she looks then. And she keeps... One thing I felt is weird. I guess she doesn't know that Grandpa is her father. Because she kind of called him like... Didn't she call like the... I have to go back to one, I guess. But didn't she call her father, literally her father, right? Didn't she call him like the master puppet guy or whatever? He's calling like his title more than actually calling him her dad. Maybe it's a secret, but also maybe she just like, yeah, maybe she didn't know. I could envision her being raised by like Guy and Lucile and so on, right, in France for some reason, and then never finding out that the man that later would teach her puppets actually was her real father. Maybe, right? But also, regardless though, she's way older, right, than she appears to be. And her childhood and her flashback in episode 4, I guess it was 3 and 4, that should have taken place then in the 18th century. So she actually was a friend back then. I mean, I can envision that was like recent, like when she was young, but when she was young wasn't like minus so many years, but actually minus a lot more years, right? And that would make sense. I mean, they mainly beat her with puppets, right? So they probably had puppets. And Lucille was the one training her for some reason. I guess Guy took her there after she grew up in Japan, I suppose. There's a lot. It feels. I don't know. Maybe it's just a memory. This is like that thing is surprising. I guess we should talk about it because she is literally, of course, way older than she was earlier. But I mean, when Narumi talked to her, she might not know she's Francine. However, that works. We'll probably find the next episode. But does she know that she's like 200 old almost? Or like, yeah, because she kind of acts like she's not immature, but it feels like at least she should kind of realize that Narumi it's like maybe thinking she's from, you know, like there's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of secrets there if she knows. Anyway, the weirdest thing I felt though, this episode generally was good, but I think the weirdest thing is kind of though like the dad, right? So it's about the evil father. We still haven't learned anything about the evil father. We still haven't learned anything about him, except his adoptive son to him. But everything else is like, oh, it's about Angelina. Now it's about like Francine and guy, and the dad guy, the evil dad. He was there for like a minute. So it's like the whole flashback, and nothing. It doesn't involve him. That is kind of funny, but it really disturbed a little bit though. And I have to say that I think the end was a great episode. Let's feel even better, but it felt weird that he introduced the first minute, right? So it's like, I don't know, Angelina's kind of brotherish kind of friend, and it's adopted by her husband though. So he's like dear son, her son, I guess then. And then he never appears again. I think that actually wasn't the bad. That was my biggest episode, my biggest qualm, because even if his story wasn't to be told now, like he's planning out something, stealing the stone from, as a guy was mentioning that, you know, the soft stone and so on. Even if all that is true, like let's go with that. Why wasn't he the birth? Isn't he their son? Why wasn't he protecting his mother from, you know, evil puppets and so on? Yeah, so that whole thing is really weird. He's also from French. It's like Lucile's, I don't know, kind of adoptive son, but kind of like her family member in a way a little bit, right? So on, right? And then she adopts him, right, and so on. But then he just never appears again. I feel that was weird, honestly. I'm not saying that his story had to be told episode. Obviously, it's gonna be like next week. Then he's probably gonna kill Angelina, right? I think that's like a given. Who else would kill her, right? He's probably gonna do it. And it's probably his fault that the Francine part is inside of Eleanor somehow. Like, it's probably gonna be him in some way, right? But again, I don't see why they didn't just show him in the background ever. No. That's what I mean generally. Why wasn't he in the background? Couldn't he be in the birth? Couldn't he be like, I don't know, like with his father out, you know, walking and then selling puppets, something, whatever, right? There was some mention puppet trade. Could he be more like that? I felt really weird. He was like he was nowhere there at all in the backstory for a single second after he can do that. That I think was a big mistake there. Honestly, it's a really big mistake. He should definitely be in the background every now and then. You can feel he's there, right? Or otherwise, the point is that he was adopted, but that never showed up. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know where to go with it. Regardless if he's gonna like betray them, there's a betrayal, but it has to be a betrayal, that's right. It's obvious, it has to be a betrayal, and it's always a tragic past, so it's even more tragic. Not just a guy past, but all his past is tragic, right? And I just feel like his betrayal is gonna feel absolutely less valid now when he wasn't there, right? Like he's introduced, never shown again, betrayal, right? Instead of he introduced, he's kind of there all the time, betrayal. That's gonna be a little more actual betrayal feel to it than him just like disappearing for, you know, like 40-50 minutes, then reoccurring and like this gonna be a little weird. So I think this is a big mistake actually, in my opinion. Maybe the manga is much better with that. Maybe he has chapters every now and then in the manga. Here you skipped all of them, but it's kind of weird, right? But yeah, the guy's story then, that was tragic kind of thing, and I guess like Angelina became his mom in a way. Yeah, she kind of like embraced him and raised him afterwards, right? And he had no mother, but then he had a mother. And I like Angelina did the whole, you know, oh, I beat all the puppets, and the Sassor thing. She's like, oh, do you think if I'm in Olympia, I know her weakness. I voiced it perfectly there. Yeah, but I know, yeah, I built every puppet. And I actually wish I respected better. So I guess her and grandpa, right, they planted puppets and they sold them. I mentioned was rich in that. I guess they sold them, right, to the Shuriganes, I suppose. It was never explained. It's probably better explained in the manga. They just created the puppets and sold them mainly to Shuriganes. But it was never explained how they had kind of trade in there. But then Francine's like, oh, I trust the puppet. They had your signatures. I know you live here in Japan and that. You just did Japan. You mentioned they did it. No, how funny Japan for that. But but still, though, I wish they had explained it better. Because all the guy shows up with their puppet, right? He doesn't know about it. So yeah, I think the best episode was good, but it's a lot of question that it also creates. And it's maybe some of them is mentioned in the manga, like maybe some details. But some more of the stuff though, like the general thing with the father, that I think was like that is feels like a narration thing where they should have had him every now and then. But all that being said though, the whole comedic sense of everything coming together. I think it's funny. It doesn't get ridiculous though, but yeah, I know. But it's kind of like you should go with the flow. I think in these moments, like Eleanor is there. Eleanor is getting burned, and Francine is spanking her. It's like, of course she was spanked by the evil machine mister. Of course she was. And I still think that maybe here his evil father, right, could still be buy-in, right, the evil brother. He's like into, like, he's put dollars into that body, and then next, maybe, right, maybe. Why is he so evil, except he wasn't the steal? I don't know. He didn't spend him at all! That's the weirdest thing. I like the episode, I still like the episode, but I just wish the father was there more. I think that's the biggest thing I think I take away from me, though. And also, everything is connected, yeah, everything is connected. Everything is connected. That is his anime. And I will say this thing though, to be fair, or to be honest, I still like the anime. I like it more now than I did a few episodes back. Definitely, this episode here is great. But it does get a little ridiculous. That it's kind of like predictable in its absurdity, right? You see what I mean? You kind of know that I haven't seen the episode, but you can be pretty much sure it's gonna kill Angelina, right? There's no grandma in the story. She's gonna be betrayed, right? Like, you know it's gonna happen. Like, you don't even have to watch it. Like, how, if that doesn't happen, I would be, that's gonna be, the chance of that not happening is like 1%, right? And I feel like if it's another flashback later on with, I don't know, Narumi's parents or something, how that's gonna connect. Maybe it's the son of the, I don't know. It's gonna be, the fourth, probably not more of them, but if it's a fourth Shirogane, right, it's also gonna be tragic and so on. Like, you know it's gonna be, there are certain elements that each flashback has over and over again. They're very repetitive in that sense. And again, the whole everything is connected, right? It's gonna be like, oh, Narumi's father is actually the brother of this guy, and that's the uncle of this person. That's with the cousin of this person with these powers. It's gonna be like that, right? You just kind of know how everything comes together, and it's like everyone's living in the same little block at the same little village. That's how it kind of feels, right? So even though I still like it, it's also you kind of have to, like, it's so unbelievable unlikely everything's happening that you just have to accept that that's how the world, the anime is. That's my point, I feel. You just have to accept that everything is just, this is how it is. Yeah, this is how it is. Anyway, see you guys soon with my Gubutani live reaction.